Here's an interesting one for you. Customer was cooking and they noticed a flash of fire behind the knobs on the controls, and you can see the scorched wires there. Well, I came in, took off the front, tested it with my lighter while it was running, and sure enough, puffed up with a pretty good sized fireball. So we have a propane leak while the stove is on. So we need to figure that out. It wasn't an electrical fire, even though these are scorched. This is just from the fire. If it had been an electrical fire, the fire would have stayed on even after the gas was shut off. And it's obviously that piece is scorched. So we're going to loosen it. We're going to put on the gas pipe dope, so that way the threads are nice and sealed. We're going to wrap the wires with electrical tape, so that way those are protected once more. And then test this baby. So as you can see here, and always take good pictures when you're taking things apart. I took these apart. We have them wrapped with electrical wire to protect them. Now we have these orange wires here. So the bright orange wire, that just has soot damage. There was no real damage there. But this darker orange or brown, whatever you call it, that insulation, that's been burnt off on the back. So we're gonna wrap that in electrical tape as well. And also you see here on this red wire that we've got the insulation burnt there as well. So we're gonna wrap both of these to protect them, and then we'll see about stopping that leak. Okay, what was crazy when I checked this is this was only finger tightened. Now only 2 people have worked on this, me and a repairman, but obviously it was finger tightened. There was propane leaking out, filling that up behind the panel there. And then when enough heat had been applied from the burner, well then poof, that's where we had our fire. So I'm going to put the gas pipe thread paste on there. We're gonna tighten it down so it's more than finger tightened, and we should be good to go again. So this is the stuff I'm going to use. You can use the pipe thread sealant like this, it's a paste, or you can get the yellow tape. Just make sure you use the yellow tape if you're doing gas. You can't use the white plumber's tape unless it says it specifically is able to cover the gas. Okay, now we got the paste on there, so we can tighten it back up. That one was the problem burner, but I'm going to check the one to the left and probably just go ahead and paste it too. The other side seems to be nice and tight. And then we can put this back together and give it a test. So I did the rear burner first because that one was not giving us problems. And that indeed lit up as it's supposed to. Now let's try the problem burner. And it didn't take long. It only took a few minutes for the propane to build up. But this time when I tested with the lighter, I don't get a small fireball, thank goodness. Something important to remember when you're doing this, make sure the propane's shut off while you're working on it. Make sure the electrical is unplugged or shut off at the breaker. Both of those things can be dangerous to you when you're working with gas, obviously. But this one was successful. It was just that sealant needed to be on those threads. And we, of course, repaired all the wires so that the wires are safe. And now it's working. Now that it's all back together, I did one final test to make sure that there was no propane buildup behind that control panel. So I'm sorry I didn't get complete video of this whole repair. It kind of caught me off guard. It was an emergency stop. But please like, share, and subscribe for more projects like this. And see you in the next video.